Everything Way of Winter Week 2. How to beat the heat with an easy skin farm location. Best base location for acid, polluted water, seawater, purified water, farming, and your very own thermal tower if you want to play solo and just upgrade it completely alone. Because yes, I'm doing it alone. Why a thermal tower even as a solo player? Well, it can get you 50 acid per hour, making your life easier than ever while you sleep. 2 amazing farms. One for Chaosium that you will need to upgrade your thermal tower, and the second one for an amazing amount of chests, endgame material, gear, weapon crates, mods, boss Cortexes, the new Blackfell 2.0. As a little teaser, you might know this location. Scan, yoink, 400 Chaosium. Just like that. Easy squeezy. Let's beat the heat first. You need a chest piece, and I got myself the Blackstone top, which gives us a bonus cold and heat resistance. And if you do actually craft it with hot rock, you can get even more heat resistance, or cold rock, you can get even more cold resistance. But most importantly, you'll need to get yourself crocodile hide, either the legendary one or just the normal rarity. On top of the crocodile skin, if it goes to plus 50 and above, you can craft yourself coldium. That one you have to refresh every hour, but it easily provides you with another 10 heat and burn resistance in case you end up in extreme environments. And in order to farm those crocodile skins, we're going for Wishland Eastern Park, and we're going to start from the Wishland Teleportation Tower. We're trying to reach the Rift Anchor Wishland East. Keep in mind, this spot is probably farmed quite a lot right now, as people are trying to get the legendary skins, and on top, they're trying to get the normal skins just to survive. Good thing is that the respawn rate of any animal in the game is only 5 minutes. If you don't find the crocodiles there right away, or if someone just killed them, you could teleport back. But honestly, with the drive to the location, it would be better to go AFK for a quick 5 minutes and then just simply return and straight up farm them again. Now, it's a simple ride down south, not very complicated, over the rocks here, past the castle, between the 2 parks. Then there are 2 crocodiles on top and 4 crocodiles below. They can drop the normal skin, but if you're lucky, they can also drop the rare skin. And yes, you could also tame them, bring them to your base, and use them to then farm the skins. You can go below here at Mr. Wish. Probably the most recognizable location, and just make your way down the stairs into the zoo area. Terrarium? I don't know how you pronounce that in English. I'm sorry. In Germany, it would be terrarium. Yeah, probably in English, you just say terrarium. I'm sorry. We're heading over the boxes. Crocodile number 1, 2, 3. That's it. Crocodile Fiesta. Skin them, and they have a chance to get you the legendary one. Then head out to the left over the tilted machine. Whoop. What are you doing here, James? Howdy doodle dandy Andy. Kill him. Go further up, and that's Dave. Also dead. 6 crocodiles, just like that. Easy. We fixed the heat issue. You can discover any location in the Amber Strands, and now you're going to move your base to the left side, Oblivion, and then right on the Tibbity Tobbity over the Securement Silo 08. This region has pollution. It does have sunshine for some weird reason. Yes, the region is not always completely overcrowded with pollution. There's actually enough sunshine happening to grow yourself corn that I will need. You can put up your tower, and definitely before you put your base up, check in the filter view if there's a thermal tower close by, because they can only be this close to each other, okay? They can't be closer to each other. There needs to be a distance between them. It's a popular region where other people like to build. The good thing, though, is you can get yourself crude oil and polluted water, plus seawater and more polluted water for a bonus acid grind. Now, we did mention it at the start of the video. Don't forget, your thermal tower, if you upgrade it, can get you another 50 acid per hour. Yeah, per hour. Thing just farming for you like crazy. How does your thermal tower work now? You walk up to it, F for technology. Here you have to research the reactor first, then the thermostatic cover, and afterwards you can go for the respective upgrades. I put a natural salt well below the tower because it was an easy upgrade to move to the next stage. And weapons and armor crafted on the workbench have 30% more durability. Why not? Now what I really want though is Snowy Realm Elysium. The temperature around the thermal tower is optimal and a batch of random animals will gather within range. Now you do need quite some stuff for it, and every further upgrade costs more Chaosium. We are already sitting at 400. That's why the Chaosium grind is so important. The one thing you have to do is you have to grab this all from your boxes now, then go to the depot of the tower and drop it in here. It's a bit tedious that you always have to gather things, drop things, but yeah, that's the way it works. You can access the settings too and give other people the ability to help you with your tower, which is kind of cool. And then you can use your tower on the right to also terraform the environment with less or more temperature. The problem is it will absolutely use up all the Chaosium in the depot. So make sure that you don't just keep your tower online the whole time, especially if the temperature is optimal. And not only can you get easy acid farm, you can either make fuel generators, put out 10 watts more per generator, or simply have your solar gennies produce another 10 watts per solar generator. In my case, I'm really just looking to get the acid farm and to pump up the solar generators. Don't even know what's the next things there to come, but that, even as a solo player, is just amazing and quite easy to reach. I mean, this took me like round about an hour for the first upgrades and the materials together. Now I just need to get enough acid for the high voltage batteries. But honestly, as soon as I have the Chaosium chemistry researched, that acid for the 12 batteries, I'll just produce in one day while I sleep. You'll need these heat rocks to upgrade your tower. And usually you would throw a frost grenade at it, and then you can actually farm them. But we wanted to try out how else could you farm them, because these grenades are quite expensive. And the thought was, what if we put in the snow globe deviation, who's making us snow dust? And then we can make ourselves snowballs. Would that actually work? We already tried the polar jellyfish and that one did not work. So throwing the snowball at it. 2, 3. You're supposed to be frozen now. 1. Oh, it doesn't take damage anymore? It worked! Yes! Yes! A genius way to farm them. We solved the problem. You don't have to craft yourself frost grenades anymore. Problem with the snow globe, I don't think you can get it in this scenario, so you will have to import it from your old scenario if you already got it there. If you're still in the old scenario, Securement Silo Psy is the one with the fridge. Blackfell 2.0 farm, all the way north of the region at the Snake Belly Teleportation Tower. And we're making our way over to the Sunshroud Cave. From the teleporter, you see this bridge here? That's where we're going to drive, because this is the secret back entrance into the cave. While you drive down here, there's a lot of tungsten, gold, and silver in this area. Yesterday, I got around 500 silver and another 300 gold, plus a prism Digby boy. Now, you can easily make your way down with driving, or you just yeet yourself downwards. There is the Heatrock ore in this region quite a lot, which is always helpful. What we're really here for is what's below the bridge, and that is the back entrance into the new farm. The cave is quite extensive and filled with enemies, but it's not like they're putting up much of a fight. Just pull out your sniper as well and just dome them with 1-2 shots. If I calibrate this, it's better. There is tons of basic loot just lying around, and that's already the first storage crate. This is why I also picked up Electric Grabber, because Electric Grabber is plain amazing, as it allows me on every storage crate to extract even more electricity components. Now that is box number 1, followed up by box number 2. Already tons of materials. Thank you very much. Then we're actually heading towards our first elite already. Yes, that's as simple as it goes. You get some more normal dudes to kill, and all of these guys are either dropping gunpowder or Chaosium. Next chest, yes, another storage crate. A lot of white loot around that you will want to have. Then you're going up the stairs to the next chest. Here's a weapon crate. a lot of white loot. The boss going upwards. Because from here, you can just shoot him in the dome. Make sure that you don't get destroyed by any of the snipers, because I haven't upgraded my gear and they will one-shot you. After you took care of that sniper, there's another storage crate down there. And further down the base, you'll find yourself a bunch of elites. There is another storage crate, there's storage crate, weapon crate. Then you got one elite here. I think a player just went past me and actually killed him with another storage crate. So that's one Cortex. Then you have the mystical crate down there in the middle, plus another 2 elites. And I just, for some reason, take too much heat damage right now. There's another storage crate. There's the other elite that we talked about. So tons of these around. Storage crates, gear crates, gear crates. It is truly just amazing of a location. And it is enough to have the 2 heat resistance gear. Unless it bugs, then you'll actually die like me in a second. What is the bug I'm talking about? Sometimes he just simply doesn't seem to stack your 2 pieces of gear. I have both on with heat resistance and both work. They help me and I can survive in 50 regions easily. Sometimes it doesn't. What does help in that situation is crafting yourself a piece of coldium and just carry it around with us while we go in there, and a ice melon. They're just growing all the way around the region. Eat them, just in case you're facing that problem. And deeper in the cave, there's even more loot. Simple, fantastic spot. Now to the Chaosium Farm. We're going to teleport to the Firethroat Rice Tower. Keep in mind that every death scavenger is a good scavenger because they do actually drop Chaosium on death. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into their main base. So hurl yourself past all of these guys. Ignore any kind of fighting. They'll be shooting you, but we don't actually want to fight them. Then you're going to make your way down to the lava. And yes, heat will rise like crazy. You can take these elevators down the real way, but we're not going to do it. We're going to jump down on the side, which will actually overheat you, but we can handle as we just, again, run past everyone. We heal ourselves with our potion, then scan, enjoying all that Chaosium here. Boom. That is just tons. 480 Chaosium. You'll die, you'll lose some of your stuff, but we can already just teleport back in our base just with 480 Chaosium. And that one respawns on a timer. So the standard open world loot timer that every 4 hours respawns everything gets that back. Now we're not done here. Second run, back to the Firethroat again. Keep in mind, if you do have the coldium with you that we just talked about, then you'll also be more immune to, well, what just happened there. What we're going to do now, we're going to yeet our way down past the elevator to the lower region. These are the 2 balls you're looking for. But what you want to aim at is the chimney my marker is on right now. You might not be able to see it, but there's a chimney. Down at that chimney is a cathedral. Cathedral has a boss again that you can easily kill for another Cortex. As well, we do need Cortexes for our weekly purifications. But most importantly, remember the start of the video? There was this Chaosium well that also does have the open world Chaosium loot around it. And as we're getting down here, whoop, we got the chimney, you got the Chaosium vapors coming everywhere. That is the well. And again, same open world loot timer that is for chests, as you used from the Blackfell grind, as you used from the sun grind, will respawn those barrels that you have seen at the very beginning of the video. That's a simple 800 plus Chaosium to upgrade your tower. Why is acid so important in this scenario? It's called Chaosium extraction. Learn how to extract Chaosium. And in this case, what you'll need is the hot rock ore or the cold crystal ore. And then you can turn that into 30 stacks of Chaosium. Can make another 150, or with the hard rock ore can make myself another 120. Now, it doesn't cost a lot of acid, but you always need to have it ready. Now go out there and obliterate the way of the winter. There's going to be a new base tutorial coming very soon with a complete updated, very modular base. And if you're looking for more Once Human tips, I got you covered. Have a fantastic good day. Take care.